Queen Elizabeth II's record-breaking reign is gone. She was the only monarch most of her subjects had ever known. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor passed away on Thursday at her Scottish castle, Balmoral Castle. She was 96. Queen Elizabeth has experienced some memorable events over her 7 decades as the head of state of the United Kingdom. Here is a list of some of the most significant events in her life, starting with her first personal crisis as queen in 1953 and continuing through the deaths of Princess Diana in 1997 and her husband Prince Philip last year. 1926. A princess is born. Princess Elizabeth, as she was known before ascending the throne at 25, was born in Mayfair, London, to Prince Albert, Duke of York, and his Scottish aristocrat wife, Elizabeth, Duchess of York. 1947. Princess Elizabeth marries Prince Philip. After a 4-month engagement, Princess Elizabeth married Prince Philip, a member of the royal dynasties of Greece and Denmark, in November 1947. When they reconnected in 1939, when she was 13 and he was 18, they had first met at their relative's wedding in 1934. 1952. Elizabeth II ascends the throne. When her father George VI passed away on February 6, 1952 at Sandringham, the royal country residence in Norfolk, Elizabeth was a young mother of just 25 and on holiday with Philip in Kenya. Since international communication was still developing at the time, she was unaware that she had suddenly become queen upon his passing. To legally become queen, she took a plane to London right away. 1973. Queen's only daughter gets married. The sole child of the Queen who got married was Princess Anne, who wed Captain Mark Phillips on November 14, 1973, in Westminster Abbey. Zara Tyndall and Peter Phillips were the couple's children. In 1992, they got a divorce. Princess Anne, now known as Princess Royal, had 5 grandchildren from her 1992 second marriage to Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence. 1981. The century's most historic wedding. Charles and Diana separated in August 1996 on the Queen's instructions following years of scandals and accusations. Charles wed Camilla Parker Bowles, his longtime mistress and the current Queen consort, in 2005. 1957. Queen meets President Eisenhower. Although President Dwight D. Eisenhower was the first American leader Princess Elizabeth met as a monarch, she did meet President Harry S. Truman in 1951. She greeted Dwight D. Eisenhower and his wife Mamie Eisenhower to a dinner hosted by the British Embassy in Washington in their honor. Later, the Queen met 12 more American presidents. 2015. Longest reigning British monarch. Queen Elizabeth II reached the record for the longest reigning British monarch on September 9, 2015. She overtook her great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria to become the country's longest reigning queen since 1066. 2020. Queen addresses nation on COVID-19. Elizabeth addressed the nation in a unique and historic move, urging the UK to meet the challenge of the pandemic amid shutdowns and concern over the spread of the coronavirus in Britain and around the world. In an effort to uplift the nation in its hour of need, the Queen acknowledged the difficult challenges brought on by the catastrophe. 2022. Queen Elizabeth II dies peacefully, the palace said. The Queen passed away peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen consort will remain in Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. With her family at her side, Queen Elizabeth II passed away. That day, King Charles arrived with his sister, Princess Anne, and spouse, Queen consort Camilla. Prince Harry postponed his scheduled appearance at a charity award ceremony in London later on Thursday and instead was traveling alone to Scotland. That's all. If you liked the video, smash the like button.